What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What's going on? I'm just getting back from the gym, as you can tell from my gym workout and my big muscles here. Anyway, I was at the gym, and one of the main reasons why I don't like listening to my music station when I'm at the gym, uh, and I say music, but the difference between my music station and I got a grand mix, which is got a whole bunch of different music on it. Then I got my hard mix, which is a bunch of 90s rap and stuff like that. And I go back and forth between those two on days that I work out. And I was listening to my music thing today. Y'all know how it is with songs and rap songs, and but anyway, I don't. I already had stuff on my mind, which is why I didn't want to listen to the music shit today. But I listened to the music shit today because I listened to the hard rap 2 weeks in a row. But it got me thinking. Um, and this is stuff that I have to do regardless. And the thing that gets me, other than these glasses choking me, goodness gracious, is how much social adjustment I have to make. Why am I doing this? How much social adjustment I have to make when I don't have a social life. It's like every time I turn around, okay, I got to do this. Okay, I got to do that. I got to, but oh, ain't nothing going on socially, but it's always seems like there's some kind of goddamn adjustments I got to make. And I sit and I wonder, and I'm like, what the hell is really going on? And you really have to, whether you got something going on socially, whether you got a bunch of people that you talk to, or only one or two, or whatever the fuck, there's always some adjustments you have to make, unless everything is all good. That ain't been the case ever. Ain't nothing ever been all good. That's why I'm sitting here still single and shit at at 48 and still going through all these little social hiccups and shit like that. Just it happens, right now I'm not actively searching for any kind of whatever the hell is going on, because I got health issues and all kind of other shit I'm dealing with right now. So I'm like, ain't no use in me even trying to move around like that when I don't even know what's going on with myself. So, I kind of dial that back. I'm not even swiping and shit like that no more. But now I'm more talking about what I do have going on and how I deal with that, which is where I come where, all right, I ain't got shit going on, in the grand sense of the word, I don't. But I still have to turn the corner on certain things to where I'm like, okay, ain't really shit going on, but the stuff that is happening, I don't want to, I'm not happy with. So I gotta not deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at right now, where I'm just, okay, I'm at a point where I don't want to deal with shit. I ain't got nothing going on. The little bit that is happening is shit I don't want to deal with. Like the whole handout thing I did a video about. Like I said, I ain't nobody's husband. I ain't nobody's boyfriend. I ain't nobody's booty call. I ain't nobody's none of that shit. Why the fuck am I even on the list of motherfuckers to call when you need this, that, and the other when it comes to anything financial or some shit like that? No. Like I said, these women are my age. I know shit don't stop because motherfucker hit 50. I tell you that shit right now. So they still got whatever going on that was happening way back in the day when you first met them back in your 20s and 30s and shit. They still throwing it around. Don't act like they ain't. Go ask the motherfuckers that's still chasing your pussy and your ass and your titties or whatever it is that you got. Let them handle that shit. Don't bring it over here. Don't hit Mr. Harris up talking about, hey, I need this and I need that and I need this and I need that. You ain't throwing no ass titties and no shit like that this way. Don't be throwing your goddamn problems over here either. I did a video on that the other day, so I ain't gonna go too far into that, but y'all get where I'm going. I gotta deal with that shit. Then I gotta deal with something that's less of a problem, but still a problem, where I gotta listen to other people's shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta listen to other people's shit. I don't want to listen to other people's shit. I don't want to listen to other people's shit. My friend, she's nice or whatever the fuck, but I've reached a point to where I can't support anymore. You know what I'm saying? And the more you try to support, the more you exacerbate the problem, and the more of the shit that you gonna get. Like, I don't want to get a phone call. I don't want to get no text messages about somebody's menstrual cycle. I don't care. I'm not taking part in what's going on down there, so I don't need to know what the fuck is going on down there. And on the other side of that, you know what I'm saying, when people got other issues going on and they agitated or mad or sad or whatever the fuck it is, I gotta hear about it. But I don't care. It don't matter. At this point, anybody call me with their problems, I got you beat. I got you beat. I don't want to hear nobody's problems, because your problems aren't bigger than mine right now. I know your problems are your problems. You don't give a fuck, but I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear it, because I got you beat. The only thing is I'm not calling you, telling you all my goddamn problems. It's just that's the difference. I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. You take that conversation and you port that shit over to somebody that's courting you. Let them deal with that. That's somebody that you looking at for long-term support and hoping that it turn into something long-term or whatever. People, you know what? That's the type of shit you need to be talking to them with. I don't need to hear the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of that. We not fucking, we not sucking, we not doing none of that shit. I don't need to hear none of that going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to hear none of that going on. Being friends is one thing, but like I said, you get a limit to where if the only thing you ever hear about is somebody's problems, the first thing come out of their mouth is problems. Sometimes it's not even fucking, hey, how you doing? It's, oh, no, I don't want to hear that. So I got to turn the corner on that. I don't want to hear that shit no more. Now, the only other thing that I got is just messaging in general. If I don't want to get, I stopped sending out blast messages and shit like that. Every once in a while I will, if I make a special video like on YouTube or some shit like that. If I have an event going on, or like just say if I say I'm going to fucking Kemah or Galveston for the weekend, and I do one of my getaway videos or something like that, where it's a clip video over a certain amount of time, you know, documenting a certain experience. Okay, I will blast that out, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm not, you know, that will be, but that you'll get that a couple times a year, maybe. I don't get out that goddamn much, so you're not gonna get those. So you might get one of those every blue moon. But the random shit, you know what I'm saying? If I get a message and it doesn't address me in the message, I'm not gonna fucking reply to it. I act like I didn't even get it, because I'm not I don't want, you know what I'm saying? You just, at that point, you get messages that everybody done got. You know what I'm saying? That message is the same thing that 50 other people just got. You know what I'm saying? It's 50 other people that got that message. That wasn't to you. That was for everybody. That's one of the main reasons I stopped sending those type of messages out, those shares and and all that other shit. You know what? Ain't no use of sharing that shit because everybody else get the same fucking reaction. It's like, this motherfucker sent me some shit. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. I got enough of that one. Like when you send shit on Messenger. You send shit on Messenger or you share stuff on Messenger. Well, fuck. You can see when people look at the message. You can. That's one of the reasons why I like Messenger. I don't send a bunch of shit on Messenger, but then you start noticing that motherfuckers see shit, but they don't react to it. You know what I'm saying? Or if they do react to it, you get, or like with my videos, send a video out. One of my videos that I do on video, YouTube, and bloop, you get a thumbs up for the video. I just sent the video. I get a thumbs up, a reaction to it. At least, I know you didn't watch it because the video is fucking 40 minutes long. I just sent the video out fucking 3 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect people to watch the whole goddamn video, but motherfucker, you just look at it. Okay, just hit a thumbs up just to. No, I'm not sending blast messages out like that. Every blue moon I will, depending on how much effort it is I put into whatever it is I send to. But as far as that just general sharing shit, I will share shit to my page, not sharing it to nobody's inbox. Everybody don't want to see that shit. And I've noticed it because, like I said, I could tell when people read messages. Motherfuckers look at shit and then keep the fuck right on going. It just, And it's like that now. I'm like, I don't want to get this shit. You get the fuck message, somebody's name pop up. You like, oh shit, let me see what they did. Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. And anything is, you get some shit and it's just some random ass shit that okay, I got this. How many other people got this? Because this shit don't address me. This message ain't saying shit to me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't saying shit to me. It really ain't saying shit to nobody. It's just some shit that's happening. Why am I going to react to it? Because it's not to me. Me and 50 other people got that message. So I turned the corner on that type of shit somewhat recently where I'm like, okay, I'm not replying to that shit. If motherfuckers don't address me in the message, I'm going to assume 1,000 other people got it. You know what I'm saying? And I just won't bother with it because motherfuckers ain't saying shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't saying shit to me. If I'm going to send a message to somebody, I'm going to send it to them. You know what I'm saying? It just, that's what I do. Like I say, I stopped doing that blast message shit. I don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? And now, I don't care. I like sending shit, but I had to realize people's train of thought, which is the one I have now, to where, okay, that everybody and their mama got their message. That ain't got shit to do with me. And that's the attitude I got when I get those messages. It don't matter what app it's on or what. If like I said, if don't nobody text me, to my phone directly, or if they send me a message on Messenger, Snapchat, or some shit, and it doesn't address me in the message, you know what I'm saying? Or some, you could tell that they actually talking to you. You know what? Whatever conversation you got going on needs to be with whoever the hell else got that. Because like I said, it ain't, I want to get my own shit. I want to get my own message. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get no message that went to everybody else. I'm like that now. And when I do get a message, I don't want it to be no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no bullshit. Motherfuckers asking me to co-sign. You know what I'm saying? Or add my name to some shit. Or motherfucker need to borrow this, that, and the other. And I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Now that I ain't trying to hear nothing, because anytime even if a motherfucker called me and it was to offer me up the most freaky deaky shit ever, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? We ain't hanging out like that. We ain't, what is it? What is it you looking for? Huh? It's like you're buttering me up for something. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker hit me up with some nasty shit right out the goddamn blue. These days, not unless that shit don't go. We would have to already be on a regular basis type of shit for some. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that pop up on the guy. It's like somebody come up to you and hand you $300. Hey man, he got $300. Where does $300 come from, man? What is shit? Who finna come knock me on the back of my goddamn head because I just got some goddamn money, from somewhere. I don't have a vocabulary. I can't think of the words. Some fucked up shit. Why? Where it's coming from? Trying to set me up? What the hell going on here? Something ain't right about this. Everything is wrong with this. Everything is wrong with this picture, goddammit. And it's like that. And it's fucked up that it's like that because this, every time my phone ring and it's unsolicited. You know what I'm saying? Every time my phone ring and it's unsolicited from a person, an actual person, you get those you get those goddamn bot calls and shit. But every time somebody call, it's always, what is it? What you want? Or what you about to tell me that I don't care about? You know what I'm saying? What is it that you about to tell me? Because all the random conversations and stuff like that, all the good conversations, that shit goes elsewhere. Don't none of it come over here. I ain't never just been sitting. I ain't gonna say never. It's been years since I've been sitting here yapping on, just yapping on the phone with somebody where y'all just vibing each other and shit like that. That shit don't fucking happen. And when it do happen, it's short-lived. It is. It is short-lived. Last time I was on the phone with somebody was months ago. And I do mean like last year, months ago. Well, yeah. Whenever it was last year, ran across somebody and we talked on the phone a couple times, but we were just blah, 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 blah. Ain't talked to each other and I don't know how long, so we just on the phone. Well, shortly after that, after those 2 or 3 times we spent on the phone, well, it's nothing. The shit went back to how it was when motherfucker didn't even live in the city, lived in the city and never talked to you, just nothing. That's it. But those couple of conversations was the last time that shit didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? That's shit like that, even socially, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, when was the last time motherfucker just been on the phone where y'all just like feeling each other? I like you, you like me, we talking to each other on the phone. That shit hadn't happened since my goddamn 20s, as far as I can tell. At least that I would recognize. Motherfucker, I'm slow as fuck sometimes. Last time that shit happened, like I said, I'm 48. I'll be 49 this year. Try to think back to when last time you felt like that, man. I gotta go back to my fucking 20s, man. Anything after that, if I got with somebody and we was in a relationship, it was like some shit out of circumstance, man. It wasn't because we was feeling each other. It's just like, okay, we've been spending all this time with each other. I mean, why the fuck not? Or some shit like that, Or I was feeling at the time and that shit was short-lived. Of course, you know how that go. And that's pretty much why I'm so goddamn short now. Well, I'm not short, but you know what I'm saying. When it comes to people, it's like, because when you start talking about the dating shit, well, you don't get to that point, because nobody just, my conversation pattern is kind of fucked up for us random people, because I don't like doing that whole ask you a shit ton of questions shit. I'm one of those people that just talk. That's it. Just talk. I'm not going to ask you about this, that, and the other, because you know why? I don't care. You're going to ask me a whole bunch of questions about some old ass shit, in your past and all this other stuff. The conversation ain't going nowhere because none of that shit is relevant to me. So I'm not even going to talk about it. You saw it trying to figure out what's going on in my past and all this other kind of other shit, you're going to be frustrated because that's not shit that I find relevant. What's going on right now? You know what I'm saying? What's going on now? Don't need to know about motherfucking past. Because that, especially when talking with these women, because I'm like, okay, well, how can I go back 10, 15 years? Because that's when you was doing all the shit that I was interested in now. Right now, you just a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be sometimes. It's like, well, shit, all the fun shit gone. What the fuck, where's that chick, you know, from way back when you went, you know, when you wasn't giving a fuck about whatever. That's the motherfucker, you know, right there. That's the motherfucker. Where that motherfucker at? I don't need this motherfucker right here. That's generally how it is. That's generally how it is when it comes to conversation. Start digging into people's past and shit like that. I don't dig. What you doing now? I don't want to know about the past because you start talking about the past, and that's generally the motherfucker I want. I don't want the motherfucker that's sitting in front of me now. I need you to turn back the clock a decade or two and go back to being that person, because the person that's sitting here right now is stupid. And I'm pretty sure people look at me and say the same goddamn thing. But you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, that's on them. They judge how they judge. I judge how I judge. Whatever. But I haven't had that. I haven't had that in quite some goddamn time. Early 30s at the latest. You know what I'm saying? It's when I can remember when you were just with somebody and y'all were just feeling each other for whatever reason. It might, like I said, it might have been short-lived, but that was the last time. You know what I'm saying? Get up to my mid-30s, yeah, it's been kind of since then. The last 15 years or so just been shit when it comes to just social dealings with people and stuff like that. It's just been dookie. And you always end up where I'm going through what I'm going through right now, where you have to make some adjustments, stop dealing with these people, start dealing with these people, and then those people you stop dealing with, you know what I'm saying, you know, those people off, you got these new people, then they turn out to be shit, and then like the cycle with me goes, like you, for some reason, those old people, it's like you always, like these days, it's like it always falls back to Black Planet. Oh my goodness. It always falls back to Black Planet. Black Planet was the gold mine. Like I say, if you had to pick a goddamn time, at least for me socially, if you had to pick a time, okay, you got to pick a time, a motherfucker, when you was dating or out in the dating world. When was the best time for that shit? That would be it. Right around the time of Black Planet and maybe a little bit of MySpace. Back then, that's how long it's goddamn been. Those people that I met, a lot of those people that I'm still in contact with, you know what I'm saying? All the way up until the beginning of Facebook. Yeah, I just started running all kind of bullshit when Facebook folks started. But from Black Planet to some of the MySpace, because that MySpace thing didn't last that long when you really think about it. But Black Planet to MySpace, the people that I met, right, and that was it. That was it. That was your moment. That was the strike while the iron is hot type of shit. Because I'm just going to tell you right now, all those people, some of them are still around. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they all fucking 50 years old. They my age, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, they still around for the most part. Some way or another, you still got some kind of contact with them or whatever. But that was it. That was the strike while the iron was hot, where it was several motherfuckers there that, okay, if you was going to hit your wagon or something, that was the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? That was your time to do it. Because after Black Planet and some of MySpace, I can't even remember all the people I met during the MySpace age. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot either, but it was a few. Very few. And if there was going to be a time to hit your wagon or something, one of those people, that would have been it. That would have been it. That was a long ass fucking time ago. You know what I'm saying? Ever since then, all of the folks that I run across on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? All the most of the dating apps that I was using since then, you go through people that you meet, and I've met some decent folks, but it ain't never mutual. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you know, you got this person here, they cool or whatnot, but you might have some shit going on at the time. You know, everybody ain't always available at the same goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And then somebody liking you, but you can't really do nothing. And then you start liking them and they off doing something else or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit right there. Or you start liking them and they just start showing their ass. Just all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It just, or somebody that really like you and you just, for whatever reason, you know, everybody like what they like. And some people like, you know, you run across people that like you, but you know, it ain't no way that they just don't fit in whatever box, you know what I'm saying, that you need to put them in. You put them in, well, that didn't make sense, but you know, you check all the boxes and you X the boxes. And some of those boxes that you X, you know, she got this, she got this, she got this. And then you start Xing, you know, you find some, just the most glaring thing is somebody attractive or not, at least to you. You know, they'll fit it for somebody, but maybe not for you. I like this, I like that, I like the other. Well, I mean, it ain't the same this, that, and the other for somebody else. You know, this was a nice ass person. Recognize that. But for whatever reason, physically, they might just gross you out. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's that firsthand. I ain't throwing no names out there, but it was like, oh, you know, I just don't find them physically attractive at all. You know what I'm saying? Nicest person ever. Just gross. And it's like little stuff that they do. It's just like it's like just they know that was gross. And some of the shit that they did kind of exacerbated the grossness, and I'm just like, nah. It's just like, you know, if I look at you, it gotta be some kind of sex appeal there. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be some kind of sex appeal there. It was one of them things where it just no sex appeal. Probably could have had a little bit of sex appeal, but just some people's personality just ain't for that. It happens. I know somebody that's fairly attractive. Probably think they're more attractive than they are, but you know, whatever. But the whole thing, just your problem with men is you have no sex appeal. Just that's not in everybody's wheelhouse. I can't say it. Look at me. I got sex appeal. Look. People say, "Oh, you handsome, you cute, you blah blah." It's fine. You might think so. It's a lot of people who don't. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who don't. And I tell you right now, I get to see myself in the mirror and all the other shit up there. I don't think I'm all that I start with. You know what I'm saying? It's been quite some time since I thought I was. Last 10 years, there ain't nothing been hot over here on this end, not one little bit. You know what I'm saying? But you let other people do the judging. It's not my job to, you know, try to influence you on how I think. Just whatever it is you think, that's what you think. If you think I'm an ugly motherfucker, then you know what? Ugly motherfucker, it don't matter. That ain't everybody, you know, ain't looking at that. I would look at that, but you know, like I said, I look at people's grossness. Motherfucker wasn't ugly, just from the neck down, just kind of wasn't even really fat either. Yeah. That's how it is, man. It sucks. That's what I be having to deal with. All that shit that I be sitting around here. Because I'm by myself all the time. I'm sitting here in the house by myself. You know what I'm saying? With all these type of thoughts going on in my head. About social shit and stuff like that. Which I have to do because, like I said, the few little social little tidbits that I get is all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's all bullshit. Yeah, you go online, you start swiping, you start trying to do the whole little online dating thing, run across people, and it's all the same shit. People say they looking for this, that, and the other, and it's a judge fest. You call it online dating, online socialize. I call it online socialize because that's what it is. Because I am like, we ain't dating. You know, most of the time I don't even get 1 or 2 messages in the inbox before the conversation is done. So it's just a little socializing. That's all. You get to the point. Will we ever get to a point where we meet? I haven't done that shit in years. Now I take that back. Well, shit, it's 2024 now. Last person I met, can't even remember her goddamn name. That was short-lived too, but I don't know what they just disappeared. I think something happened to them. I'm not trying to think nothing bad, but I'm thinking something probably happened to them. And not like they died and no shit like that, but whole situation wasn't quite. She could have ended up out on the. I ain't gonna say out on the streets, but you know, it could have been anything. Living situation got fucked up, got put out, evicted, or some shit like that. It had to been something because it was one of them things where you call somebody or miss somebody and their phone was just off and you ain't just heard from no more after that. You know what I'm saying? It's just okay, yeah, that's not normal. So hope she didn't end up in jail or no shit, which I seriously doubt. She would have to do some retarded shit to end up in jail for somebody her size and mobility. Somebody would have to actively fuck with you for you to do something with them. They would. She can't go out and get nobody. So it was, I don't know. But that was the last person I met, and they just happened to show up over here because I live in Fifth Ward, and everybody mama live in Fifth Ward. So they just happened to say, "Oh fuck it, I can just stop by there." Blah blah blah. You know, I've told that story before. But other than that, it ain't been nothing. You know, it ain't been nothing. And that just influences me to make these moves that I'm making, the way I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna deal with this and I'm not gonna deal with that. If all I got is shit that I don't want to deal with, then I just won't have nothing. It seemed real shitty because I would just have to push away few little friends that I got or associates that I got or whatever, you know, because everybody fall into different categories. I gotta push all that shit to the side to where I'm not dealing with that at all and just kind of float. You know what I'm saying? You have to do it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people probably wouldn't appreciate that, but I mean, they don't have no choice but to accept it. If you make your decision how you want to deal with, you know, the little time that you got, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that got me. Everybody's days are numbered. I don't know how many days I got. Don't nobody know how many days they got, how much time you got. Why the fuck am I sitting here every day dealing with shit I don't want to fucking deal with, other than shit that I don't have a choice? But, you know, just optionally dealing with shit I don't want to deal with just because it's there. Just because it's there. No, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you got going on over there, keep it over there. You know, whatever problems you got or whatever, just keep those problems over there. I can't help you with. Because my problems are bigger than yours. You know what I'm saying? My problems are bigger than yours. It's a matter of perspective, but, you know, in my opinion, my problems are bigger than yours. You know everybody else. Everybody's shit is important to them, and it's like that. I got all kind of shit going on. I can't help you with your shit. Or I can help you with your shit, but I won't, because that helping won't stop. It won't end. You know what I'm saying? It won't. It's just like my friend with the problems and all that other shit. You know what? As long as I keep listening, it's gonna keep happening. The only way to stop is to stop listening. Motherfuckers call you always wanting and needing something. Well, shit, you have to fucking say no. Because if they call you with the bullshit and you keep helping, you know, with whatever it is they need help with, when are they gonna keep coming back? It's like the cats I got outside. You know what? Cats stay out there whining and doing whatever it is. You know why? Because I put food out there every day. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I have to because a lot of those cats were born here. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of those cats were born here, and I raised from little kits. You know what I'm saying? So I have a legally, you have a responsibility for those. You know, those are my pets. So yeah, I'm responsible for those animals. But you know, animals just want to get fed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they want other shit. You know, they want to come in the house and live in the house or whatever it is. You know, they'd rather be in here than outside, but I have to leave them outside. Because all the cats don't use litter box. You come in here, you shit on my floor, and you go back outside. That's why I ain't got no cats in the house now. Which is the problem. You have to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Cats come in the house, they want to have, they chill, they hang out, you know, they don't really fuck with shit. But every once in a while, the fuck, it's a litter box right there with litter in it. It ain't all dirty and shit. And then first thing you want to do is find a corner in the house and go shit in it. You know what? You got to go outside. You know what I'm saying? You got to go outside. You can't be in the house. It's nice having the cats in the house. Because, you know, they hang out with you, they lay up on you, and they rub you, and they make noise and all this other shit. You know, they're comforting. But if you shitting on my floor in places I can't reach, you know what I'm saying? I can't just reach shit and, you know, just... No. Well, shit, you got to be outside. You know what I'm saying? I go outside, sit down with them, rub them on the head, blah, blah, blah. So I let them know I ain't forgotten about them, but you can't come in the fucking house. It sucks because the cats want to come in the house. They be sitting at the door like, hey, we out here. I look at the motherfucker, I know you out there. You know? Every once in a while, I open the door, they'll shoot in, but the food is outside, so they didn't figure that part out. They come in the house, ain't no food in here. They got to go out. And when it's time to put out food, I put out food, but I put the food outside, so they got to go outside and eat. Can't, you know, it's nice, but you can't stay in here. You know, I'm laying down in my bedroom and get a whiff of cat shit. Cat shit stink. Oh, man. And it's like, you know, the cat just go on the underside of the bed against the wall and just start shitting up a goddamn storm. Looking over there the other day, it's like a month worth of cat shit just sitting over there. I've been breathing, and even now, in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm breathing in cat shit dust as we fucking speak. You know what I'm saying? That's how much cat shit is in the fucking house. I can't reach all of it. I would have to have like some professional cleaners come in and have to move furniture and sweep and all that. I'm not in the physical condition to be able to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. Which is why I can't have fucking cats in the house. But you got to put them out, or you're just going to keep having shit on the floor. It's going to keep piling up. Same thing with people. People keep bringing that shit going to keep piling up. It ain't going to stop. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to stop. And there go one of the cats pulling on the door now. And then one of the cats know how to get in. She know how to pull the screen door open and come in. So I got to watch that shit. I was sitting in there one day, and I opened the door so I can have some light in here. And the fucking cat just come walking in there. I'm like, how the fuck you get in here? Goddamn cat to open the fucking door. Okay, goddamn, man, shit. It's always something. It's like, goddamn, little fucker. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it for now. Me and my little rant about my increasingly sucky social life. Which, you know what I'm saying, one day I done got to the point now where all the date naps then started disabling my profiles because I haven't been online swiping. I still got all of them on my phone, but now you're starting to get all these messages saying that your profile ain't visible no more due to inactivity and all this other stuff. That just, it had the opposite reaction to what it was supposed to be. All right, you ain't been active on this app or whatever the fuck, so your profile ain't visible no more. I'm like, good. It's already inactive. Just leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been swiping because ain't nobody been replying and shit, you know what I'm saying, anyway. And that goes on all 9-10 apps that I got on my phone. Ain't no conversation been happening on none of those apps, even though you go through your little free messages every day and your free swipes every day, and you manage to tell me out a couple of hundred goddamn people a week, ain't nobody got shit to say. Ain't nobody got shit to say. A couple of hundred, I mean that literally. A couple of hundred people a week, if you go through all the little apps and do all the little free shit and all the other shit, that's a couple of hundred people a week. Well, maybe 100, I don't know. A couple of hundred sounds like a lot. But, 100 people a week. Over however many months, a year, that you've been doing this shit, ain't nobody got shit to say. Nobody. Nobody got shit to say, and the people that do have shit to say ain't got nothing to say past 1 or 2 messages. What am I missing? Nothing. If the shit is inactive for me not using it, leave it like that. That means that by the next time I get the itch and I start swiping and shit like that again, I will have a whole new automatic message that I'm sending people. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a whole new thing. Hopefully by that time, I'll be able to make my profile. I have to go and reword all my goddamn profiles, with the bio and shit. Reword all that shit. Well, basically, I'm saying the same thing, but have it just a little different, which people don't like because people want honesty. Well, shit, I give you the honesty. Like I'm one of those people. I put all my red flags up front before I tell you anything decent. People don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that. At least they don't want you to deliver that and that in that way where it's shit. I mean, it's just shit. When I put my red flags out, all of that is stuff that I can't change. You know what I'm saying? Or at least at that moment, something that's constant. This is what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? This is what's happening. I can't do nothing about that. This is going to be happening. At least at this moment. This is what's going to be happening. This is my current physical being. This is who I am at this moment. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit that if you can't deal with any of this shit that I just listed, it ain't no use us talking. You know what I'm saying? Because this is something that's going on with me right now. Whatever it is socially or whatever it is with me, that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for to sell you no shit about myself. I'm not for to upsell and be like, I'm the world's greatest person. I'm nice and affectionate and understanding. All this shit that women put in their profile. Yeah, of course you are. Of course you are. You all this shit that, all these positive adjectives and shit that they throw out there to describe themselves. But you fucking single at 50. You all this shit, but you managed to make it all the way up here and now you single. But why the fuck ain't nobody locked you down yet? Why you ain't in a relationship with nobody? If you all this great shit that you just listed. Obviously something wrong with your ass because you not finna throw this shit at me to where you the one that broke off all your relationships because there was something wrong with that person. I'm sorry. No. You gonna sit here and tell me your ass ain't got dumped in all this goddamn time? Woman, I mean, and I was like that for a while because that was fucking true. For the most part, I broke off all my relationships. Has somebody ever broke up with me? Yes. Now, the vast majority, you talking about, I haven't been in a whole lot of relationships, but if I've been in 10 relationships, I've been broken up with like twice. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Not to saying that it was people, I just I don't deal with shit very well. I either deal with it too fast or I deal with it too long before I make a decision about shit. So it's either I see some shit I don't like and I'm out, or I see some shit I don't like it and I deal with it way past the acceptable time before I decide to bounce. And it is what it is. Like I said, you overcompensate for shit. You overcompensate for shit. You be like, man, whatever. I'll deal with it, see what happens. Then shit don't change or some other shit pop up and then you're like, all right, I'm out. And then that seems abrupt. because it ain't like it was some shit. It be some shit that was going on, and it just no. There was some shit going on. I tried to overlook that shit, but some other shit or the previous shit got worse to a point to where I'm just like, okay, that's it. Is that the best way to do it? Don't nobody know the best way to do shit. You can go to all counseling you want. Don't nobody know shit. They not living in it. They not dealing with your emotions and your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the times I'm thinking about all the relationships or done relationships, you know, the shit that happened or the shit that never got a chance to happen. You start thinking way back in the day. Well, I'm like, well, shit. At the time, okay, yeah, that was a decision I made. That was probably a decision I would make. You know what I'm saying? You can't look back at it now. All those women's, all those women's, you be like, start thinking about it. But why didn't I do this with that person? Well, why didn't I do this? What happened with this person? We was getting along so great. You know, if you made the decision to do something, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Would you change? No. At the time, that was the decision to make. You know what I'm saying? You look back at it now, you'd be like, okay, but you don't know whether if you would have stayed with somebody or got rid of them or whatever the fuck, you don't know what the fuck would have happened after that point. So I mean, it really don't make much sense. You don't know what would have happened along that way. You could have been like, oh man, I could have stayed with her and we would have been great. But if you would have stayed with her, you would have got hit by a bus the next week. So you don't know, you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen when it come to that shit. So it ain't no, use of tearing yourself up about decisions and shit like that. Shit happens for a goddamn reason. You know, it's a lot of shit that you would change regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that you go back and be like, yeah, I would change that. You don't know what the fuck is how anything would have turned out, but you be like, no, that's something I would have changed. Generally ain't got nothing to do with those things. Usually don't have anything to do with the relationships. That's just other shit in life that happened where you be like, yeah, I probably would have skipped over that or passed that up or whatever the fuck, that type of shit. But it is what it is. Like I said, this is a turning point stage I'm making right now. It's a turning point stage. Decisions have to be made. There's people out there right now that done asked me for some shit and I either ignored them or I had to tell them no. Or folks is waiting on a phone call or a text from me that they not gonna get because this conversation is probably gonna happen because it has to. Where I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, it's gonna keep happening. So I have to actually make that point clear before it happens. If you got bullshit going on, yeah, I know my role has been, but that not no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just not no more. It just I can't help you. I can't tell you no more than I already told you. All I can do is sit and listen, which is for the most part what I've been doing since my advice has ran out a long time ago. But I don't want to sit and listen no more because that shit gets old too. I don't want to listen. I don't want to hear it. You got other friends. You got male friends. You got female friends. Take it to them, which I'm pretty sure you already have. You know what I'm saying? But let them have it. I don't want it. There's only so much you can do once somebody done brought up some shit to you for the 300th time, and you can't tell them nothing different. The only thing you can do is give people those automated replies like you listening, but it ain't really nothing else you can fucking say. So you find ways to say shit without saying shit. It's the state of my social life right now. Ain't nobody for to call me and we for to sit there and shoot the shit on the phone and have a good old time. It's just not for the fucking happen. Not for to sit there, somebody text you and y'all for to sit there and text each other and have fun texting each other back and forth. It's not for the fucking happen. It's not for the happen. I don't have that repertoire. Well, I do have that repertoire. I don't have that rapport with people. I have to use the right word. I don't have that with anybody right now. I'm hoping run across some shit, but like I say, I've since taken myself out that little social, you know, hot seat or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that musical chairs or whatnot. It just, I took myself out of that shit because everybody out here looking for their next significant other, and that whole thing is frustrating me because as much shit as people talk about friends and all this other stuff, everybody's trying to skip over the friend shit and get right to the relationship part. It happens, but I'm like, I've done that. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I've done that, and not that I was intending to do it when it happened. It's just some shit that, okay, shit, this shit is available at the moment. This shit look good. Fuck it, done it. Now you look at it and it might be available, and it might be, but you think about it a lot more before you decide to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you think about some shit. That's just some shit that happened in my early 30s and in my 20s. Now it's like, yeah, somebody come up and within the first couple of weeks, y'all to the point where y'all think y'all might be good together and shit like that. Well, I'm like, I don't know, man. No, just known a motherfucker a couple of weeks. You know, this age, you start to be a lot more wary of how people can go wrong. It's just like, you know, not that I was in a relationship, but I've run across some people that I was exposed to over a couple of decades. Come to find out, motherfuckers is crazy. Like for real crazy. Like, you don't know when you gonna find that shit out, if you ever gonna find it out. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker here actually got mental problems. Like legit mental problems. Like, you might wake up, stab to goddamn death. You wake up, ah! You know, you wake up, stabbed to death. You wake up just long enough to realize your ass done been stabbed, and then next thing you know, you dead. No. You know, it's just that type of shit. You realize that shit, yeah, just no, I need some time to pass by. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need to see people in all the seasons and whatnot. That shit seemed like a long ass time. You know why? Because it is. It takes a while. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to take a while whether you jump into a relationship or not. Thing about it is, you jump into a relationship, now you got to try to get away from a motherfucker. Because sometimes you get into it with a motherfucker that you can't get away from. Even after you done broke up with him. You know what I'm saying? You can't get away from it. I ain't talking about having no kids with a motherfucker, no shit like that. Just, you know, you run across one of them people, you stuck with them. For whatever reason, you stuck with their ass. Because motherfuckers is motherfucking loony as shit. You're like, oh man, this motherfucker done lost their goddamn, well, I don't know if they ever had their mind to start with. You know what I'm saying? People put on a good goddamn front when they first meet you. It's that long-term shit that you need to keep your eye on. Where, you know, okay, this motherfucker here has done this shit. You got to start playing Batman with motherfuckers, start with psychological profiles and all kind of shit, trying to figure out why motherfuckers doing this and why motherfuckers doing that. If that shit lead to any other goddamn psychological shit that you might not be aware of, Googling all kind of mental distresses and shit like that. Why they do that? Why she scratch her butt when she wash dishes? Why she do that? That's weird. It's weird, huh? She scratch her butt when she wash dishes? Why is her booty itching? I saw her get out the shower before this, but why is her ass still itching when she got out the shower? What's wrong with her ass? I was just back there earlier. What did I got something? I got ass rash on my face? Because I was just back there. You know, that type of shit. You into all this kind of paranoia and shit because motherfuckers is acting like they goddamn like you, and you trying to figure out whether they okay or not. It just like the chick. And when I'm online, I go by Harris. I go by Harris for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's not a totally made up name and no shit like that. It's just, would you call me Harris, motherfucker. Shit. That is the actual name. Call me Harris. Call me is spelled fucked up. But, Harris is it. He called me Harris. Name has a fucking meaning. And this one chick was like, whoop, because she was like, well, what's your real name? I was like, anybody I run across online gets Harris. You know what I'm saying? Anybody I run across online gets Harris. I ain't talking to them no more after that. That's fine. I know how women are. Motherfuckers will tell you they don't dig and all this other shit. They done ran every goddamn search on your ass under the goddamn sun. Trying to figure out who you are, what you done did, and all this other kind. You know what? That shit ain't, it ain't hard to figure that shit out. My name or whatever the fuck it is. It ain't hard. Because once we start hanging out, I'm not finna try to put in the goddamn effort to hide every goddamn piece of whatever the fuck. It's gonna be somewhere. If you come on my house, you gonna see my name. I got mail all over the goddamn place. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I don't drive, so but shit, if we was in the car, shit, my name would be somewhere up in there. I got my wallet with me or some shit. My name is all up in my wallet. Of course, my driver's license and my credit cards and all kind of shit. Name is on that. Might not be spelled right because that, everybody spells my fucking name wrong. But, hey. Hey, motherfucker. Hey. That's how they do. That's how the women are when they start talking to you. They be like, yeah, you can get a registration and your license, and so they can get your information and run back to the goddamn car and start running your name through all kind of goddamn search engines and shit. I'm like, nah, man. Ain't nothing back there you need to know about. Tell you right now. And I'll tell you right now, you can go look. You ain't gonna find nothing. Ain't no use of me telling you because you're not finna find shit. I ain't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done shit. As far as a lot of motherfuckers, I had to live the most boring goddamn life you can live if you looking for trouble. It is. It's just, if you looking for trouble, you ain't gonna find it unless it's some traffic shit. That's the only thing you gonna look and find that my name might be tied to is some speeding tickets or some shit like that. Not no outstanding shit either, because all that shit done been paid. I done been to court and all kind of shit. You're not finna find nothing. So I'm not finna give you shit, because it ain't nothing to find. Anything other than that went on with me personally, you don't need to fucking know. It is not important with what's going on at this current moment. Now figure that shit out. Motherfuckers don't want to hear that, but it's the goddamn truth. Whatever I had going on way back when, however many years ago, that was then. Ex-girlfriends, all that other, you know what? That was some shit that went on 10, 15, 20 years ago. Ain't got shit to do with what's going on there. And if it does, it's very minimal. To the fact that, we are our past. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? But that shit ain't got nothing to do with going on now. Nothing you need to know. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like some shit to where you look and find fucking cousins or some shit. At this age, I wouldn't give a fuck. We not for to have no kids. You know what I'm saying? We got cousins such and such related, and I'm be like, so. I'm literally, I would be like that. I'd be like, so. It ain't like we about to do shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would be. That's how I would be. And I'm talking about some weird cousin shit, not this motherfucker that you done grew up with. That's a little bit different. Find out motherfuckers are cousins and they from another goddamn state or some shit. Y'all just related by circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not even blood related at that point. Y'all motherfuckers just happen to have maybe the same name in the family. Y'all bloodlines are like totally, totally separated. And I'm pretty sure that shit happens a lot more than people are aware of. Ain't nobody out here doing DNA tests with everybody they run across to make sure that they not kin or some shit like that. Unless, I mean, it could happen. It's just like I'd stay the fuck out of Louisiana, because that's where half my people from that I ain't never ever met in my life. So I can end up in Baton Rouge or some shit and end up fucking around with people like that, and like literally, you know, be fucking around with some like closer cousins, you know, not no, you know, first cousins or no shit like that. But I'm pretty sure I do have relations. Oh my goodness, I do have family in Louisiana, and probably a whole bunch of other places. It ain't like people in Louisiana just stayed the fuck there, but you know, that's where my mama's from. She didn't pop up out of goddamn nowhere, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know nobody on my mama's side. But I know she was from Baton Rouge. So, you know what I'm saying? It's, like I say, she didn't pop up out the goddamn blue. She was like Wonder Woman made out of clay or no bullshit like that. So she came from somewhere, and I'm kin to whoever the fuck she came from and whoever the fuck they came from. And those people were out there. So, it ain't like I'm gonna go out there and be like, hey, these people look like me. I look like my dad, and they from Arkansas and here. So, yeah, it's just, it ain't like I would just know right off the goddamn top. I don't look like my mama. So I would have to go out there and be like, because when you think about it, you know, the chick that I like, that's from New Orleans, kind of remind me of my mama. She do. Mama, you know, they're from Louisiana. You know, it's close enough. And it's one of the things where I'm just like, but I mean, she don't really resemble my mom in the physical sense. What kind of, sort of, maybe just the head. I think it was that one picture my mom took. You know what I'm saying? You know how women take pictures. It's an old ass picture of my mom. And it just happened to be, you see another female and the pose, you know, the pose just happens to be, give you a resemblance, but mom don't really look like, but I'm just like, yeah, it could be. But then again, at that point, I mean, we done had some serious relations, so it wouldn't matter if we was kin folks now. We done passed that shit a long time ago. Ain't no use to stop it now, goddammit. If anything, it's more to pick it up. Shit, it's gonna do it all the way wrong. Fuck, shit. Halfway do nothing around here. Come here. Take my clothes off. Let's have some cousin sex. Anyway, let me get out of here. I'm just rambling now. I will catch y'all on my next social video, which I hope ain't no time soon, but we shall see. Hey man, turn this off. I can't see the goddamn button. There we go. Look at my nose, y'all. Urgh.